Joining me right now is Republican Senator Marsha Blackburn, who sits on both the Senate Armed Services and the Senate Judiciary Committees. Senator, it's great to see you this morning. Give us your reaction to Kyrsten Sinema's change. Is she going to still vote alongside Joe Biden, as she has 90+% of the time?
We will wait to see what is going to happen right there, but she is the third independent in the U.S. Senate. You've got Angus King, you've got Bernie Sanders. They both caucus with the Democrats, and as you said, she has not said where she's going to caucus, but this is a smart move. Her re-election is coming up. We know that, and this gives you the confirmation, immigration is an issue. In Arizona, Hispanics are voting more in line with the Republican Party, and women are less partisan and more independent as they make their choices. And Maria, I think the other thing is the Democrat Party with the squad and the far left, the squad continues to grow. And now you have people being elected that are advocating for the Democrat Party to support banning prisons in the United States. And so this is a smart move for Sinema.
Banning prisons in the United States? Is that what you just said?
Yes. You know, they want to do away with prisons. They don't want to have prisons. And so there are all of these policies that the squad and those on the far left are coming up with. Well, so smart move.
These policies have put America in a vulnerable position, and I know that all of the reckless spending has caused 40-year high inflation, but you and your colleagues, once again, are talking about a year-end spending bill. The Democrats want to spend even more money, putting inflation elevated. Is that going to go through? What are you expecting in terms of the year-end spending bill?
We are beginning to hear that there are conversations around a longer-term CR, continuing resolution, that would also include funding for the NDAA and also for Ukraine. So we will see what we find out tomorrow. There is also some scuttlebutt out there that Senator Leahy is saying he's going to file his own omnibus spending bill, which would be about $25 billion above what President Biden had wanted. So we will see where this is going to end up. I have a feeling it could be a longer-term CR.
Senator, I want to switch gears and ask you about your legislation to even the playing field on the App Store. You know, we've talked about Apple basically changing the airdrop feature, so it basically stymied the activists on the ground in communist China. The activists in Hong Kong used that feature to get more activists and support for their cause, and it was totally changed when the people came out to the streets in China. Your thoughts on corporate America and leading this effort in terms of wokeness? What would your legislation do, and what do you want to say about these Twitter files and what we've learned from corporate America?
Yes, on the Open App Market Act, this is bipartisan. Senator Blumenthal and I have done this. It came out of Judiciary Committee on a 20-2 vote, which was very strong bipartisan support. This would remove Apple and Google as the gatekeeper on the App Store and allow people to work directly with innovators and developers on getting apps onto their phone. This is something innovators in Tennessee have told me repeatedly they wanted to see happen. It would also remove Apple and Google as the mandatory pay system. It would eliminate Apple and Google taking a third of the profits of these app developers. Of course, they're fighting it. This has been a big revenue stream for them. Just as Apple, you know, Maria, I think when you look at companies like Apple, they have considered themselves citizens of the world. So when they're in China, they kowtow to the Chinese Communist Party. You've seen this in the work they've done there in Xinjiang province with their chips and their devices. This is why they're looking for supply chains outside of China. You saw what they did with airdrop, the concerns there with the violations against human rights. And our Open App Market bill has received tremendous support from people that are in the human rights organizations.
Senator, thanks for your leadership and also for leading the vaccine mandate to go away in the military. I know you were a leader in that move as well. It's good to see you this morning, Senator Marsha Blackburn in Tennessee.
Good to see you. Thank you.
All right.